the 9th of November 2021, 36-year-old Yuhwei Chou from Skillman, New Jersey, was arrested and charged with the suffocating murder of her two children, 7-year-old Samantha Ross and 11-month-old Paul Ross. The deaths came to light at around 7:41 a.m. that morning, when Yuhwei had driven off the road along Mountain View Road in Hillsborough, New Jersey, roughly 10 miles from her home. A tow truck driver stopped by after noticing a grey Toyota Corolla vehicle in a ditch and approached Yuhwei, who was behind the wheel, and asked if she was okay. She said no, and he looked at the back of the car and found two kids bound and restrained in the booster seats with zip ties and had duct tape covering their eyes and mouth, showing no signs of life. He left and contacted the police. Officers quickly responded to the site and found the children unresponsive and not breathing, and they're pronounced dead at the scene. Yuhwei was immediately arrested and taken into custody at the Somerset County Jail. She told the investigators that she murdered her two children by duct taping their faces and then suffocating them at around 2 p.m. on the 8th of November, and said she'd been planning to kill them for about a week. Yuhwei said that she drove to a Wawa gas station for lunch and then to a True Value hardware store where she bought duct tape and the zip ties. She said she then drove to a sports facility on Mountain View Road in Hillsborough where she began to put duct tape on her daughter's face, but she became spooked by a bystander in the park. She then drove along the same road and parked the car in a hunting zone with a dirt driveway on the side of the street. She then climbed into the back seat and zip-tied her son and daughter's hands and duct taped their faces. She then used her hands to suffocate them both to death. It's been reported that there were domestic issues between Yuhwei and her husband, and they were going through a divorce. The husband was at work at the time the vehicle and children were discovered. Yuhwei is charged with 2 counts of murder and is held at the Somerset County Jail as the investigation continues. If she's found guilty, she faces a possibility of life in prison without parole. A Spartanburg, South Carolina man who left his 19-month-old daughter to die in a burning car after he fled from police has been sentenced to 28 years in prison. On the 9th of November 2021, 28-year-old Emotive Norman pleaded guilty to homicide by abuse, failure to stop, and a multitude of drug offences. The incident occurred on the 12th of April 2019 when Highway Patrol officers attempted to stop Norman's 2015 Hyundai Sonata for speeding after clocking him at 67 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone. He tried eluding the officers. He drove over a medium strip along Highway 14 and proceeded northbound on Interstate 85 before flames and heavy smoke started spewing from his car. He then threw a backpack out of the car that contained an assortment of illegal drugs before troopers managed to force him to the right lane of the road. He then jumped out of the burning car and fled the scene and into a wooded area, leaving his daughter behind in her car seat to die. Firefighters arrived and extinguished the flames when they discovered Zena's lifeless body. Several hours later, Norman was tracked down and arrested. While questioned, Norman told investigators that he believed that law enforcement would rescue his child. Norman will have to serve at least 85% of his 28-year sentence before he is eligible for release.